Namaskar. Today we have gathered for a really very special event, uh, and it is my proud privilege to welcome all of you here. I'm glad that Professor Date, who had a major role in Gharvapsi of Professor Agnihotri, is also present today. And it is indeed a special honor for Sitara to have another emeritus fellow among us after two of our past heads, Professor Date as well as Professor Gaitonde, who is also here on our request, have also been recognized as emeritus fellows in IIT Bombay. I remember it was about 10 years ago that Professor Agnihotri joined as an adjunct professor at Sitara. It was a very, very valuable addition to Sitara, given his long service as an IS officer. He had looked at development from very close quarters. And I always wondered how can a highly accomplished person like him be so simple, unassuming, and accommodative. Some people call him Agni, which is quite in tune with his energetic nature and speed of work. Though fortunately, I have always found him very cool, balanced, and positive. He brought so many things to Sitara, including Shero Shairi, Murphy's Laws, and so many interesting anecdotes from his professional as well as personal life. And that made his lectures as well as our meetings very lively and interesting. No wonder he is one of the most popular and sought after faculty members, not only in Sitara but in institute in general. Later, he joined full time after his retirement in Delhi. So he was running 61, though his enthusiasm was matching a 16-year-old. And now he has added only 5 years in that, I think. We all admired his stamina to travel every week almost, and later to handle the headache of two centers simultaneously. I remember that he had proposed a concept named Bridge when he joined Sitara at that time, 10 years ago. And over the last several years, especially during his tenure as head Sitara, he has immensely helped in wider connection and visibility of Sitara by building so many bridges and taking it to a new height, not only in Delhi, but right from Melghat to Oxford. Hence, I mean, he has always been successful in so many ventures that he initiated, and he has brought so many additional fellowships as well as grants to Sitara. And I wonder how many pounds he has traded or lost in that process. I would like to express our sincere gratitude on behalf of entire Sitara family, and I personally look forward to continued guidance and handholding. Although, I mean, one thing that I should mention that although he started CPS at IIT Bombay, which has taken good roots under his leadership, I'm glad that he chose to stay with Sitara, and it means a lot to us. No offense to CPS folks. I can go on, but he has asked us to be very brief. So in the interest of time and as he has taught us, I'll try to cut the long story short and just express our sincere gratitude and joy over this special occasion. Though COVID has ensured that Professor Agnihotri is grounded here on IIT Bombay campus, I think probably his longest ever continuous stay here, maybe after his hostel days. Still, we can't have a face-to-face meeting together to celebrate this occasion, and we'll definitely miss samosas and vadas, and maybe we can have them later whenever that occasion comes. Mind you, this is not a farewell, and as we have planned, this is he's going to be with us. Nonetheless, our students have spontaneously organized this event, and I would like to now hand it over to Digvijay and his team. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, sir. So I would like to also welcome one special person here. So Anita ma'am has also joined, and she is there in the frame of Agnihotri sir, same computer they both are in. Hello ma'am, thank you for joining us. So going ahead, so Many of us know Agnihotri sir from for such a long time, but there are many more details that especially students don't know. So here is an small attempt to ask him and try to hear from him what all were his adventures, how he came into Sitara. So we would like to begin with his short interview. I'm just sharing my screen. Okay. Okay, so we are here on Sunday afternoon. Thank you, sir, for being with us. It was my long desire to talk with you like this. So,
thanks to you people, I have no certificate.
Okay. So, sir, so like we discussed, we wanted to talk with you about your this amazing journey from your student days and then coming into service and then coming here in IIT back and then working from malnutrition. So firstly we'd like to know what you studied.
How did it happen?
How did it happen? Yes, that is a bigger question. So first, what did you study? Where did you study? And if you can quickly tell.
Yeah, very briefly, I mean, how did it happen? One short answer is this lot of coincidences. But then let me elaborate. I studied till my graduation in Bihar. It's a small district called Darbhanga. Till my graduation I was there. I did my BSc in Physics Honours. Then I moved to IIT Bombay for again my Masters in Physics. And then after finishing my Masters in Physics, I joined for PhD program.
Here in IIT?
Here in IIT itself. And then 2 years down the line in my PhD, I saw the syllabus of MTech in Environmental Science and Engineering. That was the brochure for the second batch advertisement. And I felt that this was the kind of thing I wanted to do all along my life. Because that showed me the interface of science and society. So I switched over to it. And then I also wrote my exam for the civil service. And interestingly, that is something which I did after my third semester got over. And I had a break in between. So there was an intense study for 18 days. And it's a method that I don't recommend, but it just clicked. And then I literally finished my dissertation defense, picked up my bags and went to Missouri.
Okay.
So that was how I got into the civil service. If someone had asked me whether I would be working in child malnutrition or gender for that matter, I would have had a hearty laugh. I never thought I would be doing this. Because educationally, if you see the locus is physics, then environmental engineering, then I actually went for a training in the UK. It's a training under what was called the Colombo Plan training. So I went to University of East Anglia. And as part of your training, you also do your masters. And I chose to do masters in rural development.
So 3 masters?
Yeah, so this was my third master, yes. And there I ended up working on this issue of declining proportion of girl children in the country. I mean, it is a serious problem, but that time it wasn't universally perceived to be that serious. And I almost took it up as a challenge, saying that, thinking that it may not be such a serious problem in the country. Which led me to work on the gender aspects of it. And as they say, the curiosity kills the cat. So I landed up for my PhD in the same university.
During the service?
Yeah, during the service. I came back, then I wrote to my university saying that, because my work was endorsed, the master's level dissertation work itself was endorsed by 2 fairly well-known names. One was, of course, Professor Amartya Sen. He was quite generous about his views on my work. and the other was Professor Ashish Bose, a very famous demographer. And both of them thought that what I was doing made a lot of sense. So it was in that spirit of फिर एक PhD हो जाए. And some of my friends also made a snide comment कि 3 MA करके पेट नहीं भरा तो PhD करने चला गया. It was a very fulfilling exercise.
So this was when you were collector?
No, this was when I had finished my district assignments. I was actually in my district postings and my field postings were also what can be called the hard departments. I mean, revenue, urban development, science and technology, environment. It had nothing to do with social sector.
So sir, in year-wise, what was the year you started with the service?
I started in 1980.
80,
I joined my subdivision in 1982. And that was the time in my subdivision I did a lot of work on appropriate technology. Then I came to district. Then I came to Odisha's Renewable Energy Development Agency as its founder chief executive. That was also a very interesting time when I worked on appropriate technology, renewable energy, and Odisha's performance was rated pretty well then. And that was the days of biogas, chulha, solar heating systems, and what have you. After which I went to the district, and in the district also I actually implemented ferrocement technology. I implemented low-cost check dams way back in 1987. And then I came as director industries, and after that I went for my study leave.
Masters.
Yeah, that was 91.
91, okay.
Yeah.
So about 11 years experience in service and then masters.
Yeah, about 11 years of experience. Then 1 year masters, I came back. Then I was there for 1 year again in the state, 1.5 I should say. And then I went back for my PhD.
So you stayed there for PhD?
Yeah, I stayed. This was 3.5 years for doing my PhD. There was of course some work back home in terms of data collection, analysis and all that. So my research in the field of gender, basically in government, one would have expected not to be posted in Women and Child Development Department, but somewhere completely apart, like steel and mines or whatever. That's how government typically works. But in my case, probably it was a mistake or a coincidence, you may say, that I was posted as Secretary of Women and Child Development.
This was after PhD?
Yeah, this was after PhD.
Okay.
And there's a interesting story behind it, that the Chief Minister read a article in Frontline written by Professor Amartya Sen, and where my name in the references was mentioned. And so he got curious, wanted to find out what is it that I have studied. And then actually suggested that give him a posting as Secretary of Women and Child Development.
Okay.
Something which usually doesn't happen. But that was my first development, first brush with the social sector department, if you may say.
So before that, all were revenue?
Yeah, as I said, industry, urban development. I was vice chairman of a urban development authority. I was director environment. I was in renewable energy, district administration. So not much to do with social sector. This was first time when this was social welfare, so we were looking after Women and Child Development Department, disabilities, and various other schemes.
Okay.
So that was the first time when I ran into this problem of child malnutrition. And the more I dug deep, the more curious I became. And in fact, I narrated my experience in my article in EPW on profile of a campaign, where I actually said that we can take up the campaign to eliminate child malnutrition.
Okay,
and
so you say that?
Yeah, and way back in 1998, this was outlandish. And, people would not have thought that this can be done. But I thought it's worth the state's while to have a go. And but that time when we began, we had all the intention, we had all the passion, but I think looking back, the science and the structure was not in place.
Achha sir, one curious thing.
Yeah.
So before you came as the secretary WCD, you were not formally trained in nutrition and how to measure malnutrition.
No.
Nowhere in your Mussoorie training earlier training के ऐसा कुछ training होता नहीं.
Well, I mean, as sub-collector, I knew there was a ICDS program and I had a brush with the ICDS program, but that was very operational.
But like science, malnutrition क्यों होता है, how to measure it and things like that are never.
That is supposed to be the job of the technical people. Yeah, I mean, that's how the administrative structures work.
So you mean to say even today a collector or CEO who is fresh IS person doesn't know really ki how malnutrition happens, and they may talk about SAM ma'am hota hai ye hota hai, but how to measure it and things like that, the details of it.
Yes, you'll be surprised over the kind of very shorthand homogeneous perceptions that people have.
Yeah.
And you will have people not knowing the difference between stunting, wasting and underweight.
Right.
Confusing severely underweight child with a severe acute malnutrition, the SAM category.
This is very famous one.
This happens. This happens commonly. It happens with academicians. I mean, I won't blame just the district magistrate because she or he has a number of other programs to do.
Right.
But to cut the long story short, as I started digging deeper, we started looking at this various segments, and that was the first time when, courtesy my fresh research, I brought in techniques like mapping, color coding, and reports. Actually, we had data for 300 odd blocks for almost 3 years in Excel and lying unanalyzed, which was quite a surprise for someone like me. So I will introduce systems of my DO letter to district magistrates used to be in the form of a bar graph, where different districts' positions were indicated, and it will be a very cryptic letter saying that, dear district magistrate, please locate your position in this bar graph, and it will have 3 sentences: keep up the good work, there's a lot left to be desired, and there's a room for improvement. But I found that one bar graph was probably more useful than a two-page English text.
Right.
Like the DM doesn't have time to read.
Right.
But then we did a number of things, and after that again there was a perception that my abilities were being wasted in social sector, and I should have moved to something more important. I mean, there is a perception which usually there in the government, and so I became special secretary in the general administration.
So you stayed for WCD?
WCD, I was there in 97, 98, 99.
Achha.
Yeah, and then when I moved to the general administrative department, which is jokingly called God Almighty Department, GA Department. So, but then as luck would have it, I mean, we did face a fairly, shall I say, fairly important event in the state, the super cyclone, and after which I actually was planning to take some leave after everything got sorted out. In fact, very interestingly, in those 6 months between October to next March, when the BJD government came to power, Mr. Naveen Patnaik was the chief minister. Then after everything had settled down, in those 6 months there were 3 chief ministers who changed, there were 3 chief secretaries who changed. So for someone like me in the GA department, it was a very roller coaster. So I wanted to take leave. And some kind person in UNICEF, when they came to know that I want to be on 1 year leave in Calcutta to be with my family, they asked me as to why I don't consider being a consultant on child nutrition.
Okay.
Yeah, which was again a coincidence. I joined there, and then I stayed there for 3 years, grappling with these issues of child malnutrition, which is again where I brought in these communication methods, color coding, mapping, Excel analysis, data analysis, communicating the data to the people in the field, and And we also, that was the time when we brought in this whole experiment of positive deviance. Because so far in child malnutrition, people always kept looking at the malnourished children. But very seldom people looked at the healthy, bubbly children in poorer household in a village. And this was something which was brought in by Monique Sternin. She's in Tufts University. He had come for, and this thing had apparently worked well in Vietnam and Bangladesh. So in West Bengal, UNICEF took this up.
Okay, so you joined Kolkata office of UNICEF as a consultant.
As a consultant.
For 3 years you were there.
I joined for 1 year, but I ended up being there for
3 years. Okay, and that time this positive deviances came up.
Positive deviance, positive deviance experiment came up in India for the first time in West Bengal, and it was grounded. And then it did well, and there was a different, different approach in West Bengal using all these techniques. I mean, I still remember one of the CDPOs, Nitai Bagh, when he looked at all these maps on computer, etc., he just wanted a A4 sheet printout of the maps of his project, with Anganwadi centers marked on it. And 3 months down the line, when I went to his office, the physical map was there, and instead of our computerized color coding, he just had put red, yellow, and green bindis, which field workers use.
Right.
And he told me that the Anganwadi workers are able to relate to this map much better. I mean, courtesy the 3 bindis or 3 colors. It just shows that innovation is not a monopoly of any group, anyone can innovate. But then after my stint was over, I came back to Odisha. And there was a contemplation to put me as Secretary Skill and Mines. And I made a request that I'll prefer to be in social sector. So I never wanted to come back again to Women and Child Development Department. Usually you keep a distance from your previous postings. And lo and behold, I was told that we will be posted as Secretary Women and Child Development, which was okay for me. And then again, for 2-3 years, we did a lot of experiments there. And that was where I pushed the positive deviance methodology, I pushed the monitoring. Because this time we were, after my first stint and my UNICEF experience, I was wiser in terms of the field work. And it's again a certain sense of coincidence that when I first became the Secretary Women and Child Development Department in Odisha, NFHS 2 round was over. And when I left in my second stint, NHFS third round was going to begin. So it was in a way interesting, and after the third round data came in, as it is the national average reduction in child malnutrition, which was about, I think, 2%, less than 2%, Odisha was 10.5.
Wow.
So it gave us confidence कि कुछ तो ठीक किया होगा. And that is, so it was during this period that this malnutrition bug did bite me. My work on gender had continued even during my, even during these 3 assignments. And these 2 then stayed on with me. So even subsequently when I was in Cabinet Secretariat, and subsequently even when I was DG Shipping in Mumbai or Director General Defence Acquisition, people couldn't have imagined what should a DG Defence Acquisition do, something with malnutrition or even declining sex ratios in the country, but it somehow stayed on with me.
Okay.
That probably resulted in the situation that post
which year?
This was 2015. I was then Secretary Renewable Energy. I also then, my last posting was Secretary Coordination in the Cabinet Secretariat, Government of India. And after retirement, you always have this, I would say, temptation of looking at the possibility of a statutory position. You can be member of Central Administrative Tribunal.
But even before that, sir, you were coming to IIT as visiting faculty, right?
Yes,
that began when, and how it began?
I blame Professor Anil Date for this, because when I was
So that was the first video. So we get to hear so many different things about sir. I first time understood that sir was also a consultant at UNICEF Kolkata. He had 3 masters and so many different things. So like the sir said at last that Professor Anil Date was the one who got him here. So now I would like to request all the professors and especially Professor Date, if you can, talk about your experiences with sir and how exactly you got him into
So
it.
since you referred to 10 years ago, my mind also goes back to 10 years ago when we listened to Professor Agnihotri and when he, in our Sitara 25-year celebration, and I still remember he raised the question, why are poor still poor and growing or increasing or something like that. And he went on to answer and he showed how his work on data and earlier work on biogas plant through Gram Vikas and other people, which I had known most, has sort of influenced him. Now, I think it would be a very good idea if students would one day look at this 25-year celebration thing where Professor Agnihotri's intentions, if I may say so, of joining Sitara are very, very clear. And if I, what shall I say? It was a time when we wanted to enlarge the presence or the footprint of Sitara in IIT Bombay. I was quite satisfied with what we were doing as a small unit where undergraduate students would come and do interesting tasks and go to villages and so on and so forth. But people like Milind Soni and Subodh Wagre and all these people wanted to take it much further. So that's how we started looking for people, and we brought together many alumni of our institute to this 25-year celebration. And I'm just trying to think. He had said something about how to disseminate. I think one of the things that Professor Agnihotri has brought is how to disseminate technology. He has got great experience. And he created what he called cost quality matrix in real life. And he said low cost and low quality, everybody understands, expects it and rejects it. High cost and low quality, everybody accepts and bears it. High cost and high quality, there is always good support from stakeholders. And finally, the low cost and high quality, this experiences the greatest resistance. And I think our experience of 10 years has borne this out, that the more you try to lower the cost and yet deliver the service, it somehow lacks what shall we call, there is no infrastructure to support such solutions. And we experience that very much with work of some of our PhD students also in that Chinese brick kiln and then the wood burning cook stove thing and even watershed check dams and so on and so forth. We found that although the costs were low and quality was good, we were not able to spread out as much as one would have liked. So let me conclude by saying thank you for joining us, and I think I must say the following, that most people, I suspect, spend their post-retirement emeritus positions to carry out the unfinished agenda, yeah? to finish the unfinished agenda. And one of the things that I always felt that we do not have in a nice academic book listing Sitara's endeavors and Sitara's our expertise that we have brought together in food processing and regional planning and electricity planning and so on and so forth. And it would be very nice if some energy is devoted to something like that. And Professor Anand Rao has brought this commitment to environment and climate change. And if all these things could be brought together to create a theme called technology and development, which incidentally was the agenda of the meeting of 29th April 2010. Yes, if you remember, we said we want to have one of the things that we want IIT to do for us is to allow us to start a program called master's program in technology and development, and later on build it into a department of technology and development, because the center बहुत छोटा है, department. So with that I'll conclude, but really I think it would have been very nice if Professor Agnihotri also gave us a couplet, a Sufi couplet or something like that. Because I think one of the things that I always enjoy in his talks is this detours he makes into and breaks into Hindi or Bihari songs and so on. So thank you very much for rejoining, if you like, and I think we look forward to more contributions from you. Thank you.
I know Satish since 1979, 78. I remember I was in Hostel 5 last wing, and I remember watching Satish going from the back road. And I still remember his long T-shirt. I don't remember exactly the color, but it's choli and T-shirt. And he was as energetic then as is he now. And he was full of all information. I didn't know at that time he was preparing for UPSC, but I think he was honing his skills in debate and everything on us. That now I realize. But he was really as approachable, as friendly. I mean, I didn't see any change in last so many years. And that is the greatest strength I think Satish has. In my, I would say, encounters with bureaucracy, I have seen 25-year-old IAS officer throwing his weight and treating people like dirt. And Satish just cannot do it, And I mean, let me try to emphasize this point. Growing through IAS ranks to that level and still being grounded, I don't think it is possible. And this is the greatest feat, in my opinion, as a person Satish has achieved. I don't want to take names, but really great people, great IAS officers always had that air. I always felt that air. But I never, felt anything wrong calling Satish when he was sitting in a business class and I was sitting in a way back, and he came back and talked, and we were meeting at that time after at least about 10 years. This was 10 years before, 10, 12 years before. So, that is the real person, that is the real strength of Satish. And all other things, but I have seen Satish, even in between, we crossed paths many times. We adored same people for some time. This is K.R. Date. We met at K.R. Date's place many times, and we made all kinds of plans, etc., etc. He always took interest in Prayas's work. He always helped us a lot in Prayas's work in Delhi. Yes, all these things are there, but as I said, the greatest strength of this person is his groundedness, I think. And I really salute him for that. At personal level, he has been friend, he has been always very kind, very helping, always there to help. So he's really a remarkable person, and it's not a cliche, but I'm really fortunate to have a person like him in my professional and personal life. This is the time to say thank you to him publicly. Which if I try to do it privately, he won't allow me to do it. So thank you, Satish, and you have been really a great help, great support, great guidance often, great advice, source of advice. Thank you. And I should mention that because other people will mention that, that's why I'm not emphasizing. But you have done a lot. You took us, as the Sitara family, you took us way, way ahead, which we didn't imagine 3 years before. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, Wagve sir. I request now Bakul ma'am to take the mic, please.
Yeah, it's what an occasion today. So I first saw Satish in the 25 years of Sitara's on 29th of April. So it's almost 10 years, slightly more than 10 years. And what was very much evident that time was his way. He was so enthusiastic and his energy levels. And over the last 10 years, I've seen him. And in fact, many a times when we have traveled together, I have to keep on running with him and to keep up the energy. And I often think that where does he get all this energy from? So is this the turmeric which he eats in the morning, or is it from within as a person that these energies come because of the inherent person what he is? And interestingly, when he and me, we both were adjunct faculty, and we shared the same floor in the old computer science building, and he would come and just come to my office and start talking, and I would keep wondering, why does this person not call me to his office? He's such a senior person, and compared to him, I'm so junior. But he would just say, okay, I just like to come walking, and so I came and talked. And I remember one, please correct me, Satish, but I think twice or thrice when you were in my office, you got the calls that when you were DG shipping, that the ships were hijacked. And I started wondering that is there a correlation between you coming to my office and the ships getting hijacked? And it was, and he would just take the phone call and say, okay, and then continue talking with me. So the balance which he used to show about things not perturbing him, even though they are so significant and important, but to make the opposite person also comfortable and talk and then finish it and then take decisions. I mean, this is one thing which is a very big learning for me. And I really enjoyed traveling to Delhi or Gadchiroli with him, and also his very good judgment of personalities. And as a head, giving work to people, knowing what they can do and showing confidence in each of us. I think that's one thing which I would really thank him for, that we did the CSR programs together, the DST programs, the confidence which he showed in me that I can take it forward. I really want to thank him for that, because it also, when someone like him gives me the confidence, the work comes out good as well. So really thank you, Satish. And if I have found that I can actually open up and ask for help from him at times when I really don't know whom to look forward to. So this is, I've been very fortunate for the last 10 years association with him, and look forward to many more in future as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Bakul ma'am. So all the professors have raised hand. I'm just, for the sake of management, giving the sequence here. Now Narendra Shah sir can take the mic. After that, NC Narayan sir, then Pennan sir, and then Milind Soni sir. Yeah, Shah sir, please you can go on. Thank you.
Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Satish, I think what I had seen you in my personal interactions with you was your love and for sports. So taking, for example, not cricket but football, what I would say is today really is not your send off, because we say sent off to somebody from the ground is somebody who makes faults and mistakes. So he is sent off. So today is not really a send-off. Maybe if you want to take a send-off because madam is there, this evening only you have a send-off, and then tomorrow morning you have to come back to the field. Yeah. And second, what I feel your USP, Satish, is the crispy communication. And for example, it becomes so useful, and particularly when the situations are very difficult, people are negotiating, and you bring it in a lighter way and still make your point. Perhaps for the younger friends that we have here, we would like to know ये कौन सी पाठशाला में सीखे यार, मतलब स्कूल में सीखे हैं, यूजे में सीखे हैं, पीजे में सीखे हैं कि ऑन द जॉब सीखे हैं. I mean, but really hats off to you, the way you communicate and deliver and make your point that you do. And the last point I would like to make is, during everyone's journey, and I think I would like to bring in Sitara's journey here, and I would like to sort of go to the two-wheeler, because two-wheeler, particularly the non-motorized ones, are the most environmental benign. Two-wheelers are most environmental benign transportation materials. Of course, I don't own personally neither a bullock cart nor a two-wheeler cycle, but I feel that those two wheels, one is like theory of practice and another is practice of theory. So often at times when the student projects, the research projects and all that, when one wheel gets bogged, like theory of practice or the practice of theory, it restricts the mobility, it restricts the progress. And I feel that you have been in the, driving these vehicles, both in terms of your government experience for 30 plus years and last 3 years at an academic unit at Sitara. And what we would like to hear from you is, and that too in your style, like how do we sort of keep a balance between the theory of practice and practice of theory? Thank you.
Thank you, Shah sir. So, NC sir, you can take mic, please.
Yeah, I think I'll be brief. I think, I should first thank Digvijay for that fascinating video that you showed, which actually was a, kind of the journey that, we saw there. In every single place that he was, he made his mark. I think, that's what he did in Sitara also, raising us to the kind of next orbit. And I think we are all very thankful for that. And I think my comments as a person, basically, Subodh told that. It's amazing, how you are. And you often complained about, not enough time for reading and writing, which was what you actually kind of aspired when you came here. I think hope you will get, more time for that now, since you are, you'll not be in a, you'll not be expected to kind of put these kind of strategic decisions and which you are doing in the last kind of 3 years. So I really hope you get time for more reflection, discussions with colleagues, which we will all benefit. And I think most importantly, I think what you should try is to kind of write papers, but more than that, I think, a very general kind of book, a very, like, the Korean's book, of more of a, narrative kind of a book where I think you can do that so well because you talk so well. So you should just talk and, make the narrative come out. I think that will be a kind of great reflection to the kind of development trajectory, and you travel through the kind of history of India also, 2-3 phases, being part of the bureaucracy, but you never imbibe those, what the bureaucracy stands for. You were, partly an outsider to that, and, so you witnessed that also in a way. And now that in academics, you have made your mark, now is the time for more reflection and, a kind of more general book, I think, that will be very interesting. And we are all looking forward to that. So this is not a goodbye. Best wishes and welcome back. Thank you.
Thank you, NC sir. Pennan sir, you can take the mic. After that, we have Milind Soni sir, then Krupal ma'am.
Thanks a lot. Heartiest congratulations to Professor Agni, as I call him always Professor Agni, and it's half form. I think in DPC we had one time why Pennan has started this Professor Agni thing. I like him. I like to call him Agni because Professor Agni because I've always seen a lot of energy in him, and while a lot of people are trying to find what is it turmeric or other things, I think there's a kid in him which is still alive and kicking. Like everyone has a kid and somewhere we lose it, but I think he has made it possible that the kid is always within him, and that kid is very enthusiastic, interested in new stuff. For example, when I talk about water, data, mapping, everything he knows and he's very interested in. There's nothing holding him back from expressing his views constructively, and he is very, very interested in it. So, and I think he has a board in his office, keep the child in you alive or something. I forgot what it actually means, but yes, it's something related to keeping the kid in you alive. And that kid is very naughty in a good way, I have to say, because I remember the first day I touched down, he comes running to my hostel guest house to see me and welcome me. The first word he told me was, "Don't run away." It was shocking for me and my wife with the kid. Like, why is he saying this? And then I started to understand the paperwork and IIT Bombay stuff, which was driving me nuts. And so he was putting it in a very nice way. And also, like, wherever he interacts, there's always this kid in him. I used to admire, like, having coffee or having a snack with him. Just observe the kid in him. It's very fascinating. And in the faculty introduction meeting, this is where the director is there and all the new faculties are introduced. Everyone talks about how they dreamt of coming to IIT and how hard it was to come as the faculty of IIT and stuff. Wherein Professor Agni takes the mic and says, "Here is Pennan, who after 3 years finally he comes to IIT after the offer letter." And everyone started to laugh at me and like take it as he was the icebreaker there. So he puts perspectives very clearly, and I always admire that kid in him because I'm also a naughty boy, and so I share that with him, and I'm looking forward to working with him for the next countless number of years. Thank you.
Thank you, Pennan sir. So it seems Professor Milind Soni sir had raised hand long ago, but I missed it. Sorry, sir. I would like to tell one short thing. Yesterday I was calling Soni sir and he asked me, "Kaire Kutas, where are you?" So I said, "I am in my hometown, sir, locked in lockdown." So he said, "You stay locked because of coronavirus. I am going on field." So incidentally, today he is on field with his PhD students. And
no, I'm not. I didn't go. The students and staff are in Jalna, but I didn't go. That's another story.
Yeah, please take the mic, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. So, Satish, welcome back. It was a great 10 years for you here. So, I think that, as Professor Date said, Sitara has changed. And thanks to many of our efforts, Professor Shah, then Date himself, and you and Anand, and so on. So, I think that over the years, we will see that how it blossoms, sort of professionalizes and formalizes the development sector. And I think, I think from the olden times when, as Date said, we had a small center and Jeev pan chota hota, Ichha pan chota hota. Then slowly it became bigger. We looked at, developments as a service, as a sector, as a development professional. And now I think with you, I think involvement in various programs as professionals and as consultants is now in a big way. I also remember one thing when you had come, you had said that Sitara should be a bridge between the IITs and the development sector. I think we are closer to the vision uh, more now, and I hope that in the next 3 years, we will become closer with Anand's. Anand has that experience of working with UTAG and so on. But more than that, I think I'll take up Professor Subodh and NC. I think they made two different suggestions. I would opt for Subodh's suggestion that perhaps we need a book on development engineering or sustainability engineering or some such book. And I think that all of us faculty members would be very happy to collaborate if such textbooks get written, and then eventually they'll obviously get followed by engineering colleges everywhere. So welcome back, and thank you very much, Digvijay, for organizing this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Soni sir. Rupal ma'am, you may please take the mic.
Thank you, Digvijay, for organizing this, and to all the students. And congratulations, sir. I don't know where to start, actually, really. I think I met you 5 years ago to a trip to Sri Rampur. We had gone to see the malnutrition clinics, and we had a long chat on the way. And I was so excited to show you all my graphs, those babies' graphs, and they were growing so tall. And I was like so excited to tell you, I had that, a probably close connection where you were so happy to see it. You were so my mentor, not only in my academic work, but also at at spiritual level, because I remember every time I get very agitated when things don't get done, or simple things like how to breastfeed. If people don't understand, I get very irritated, and you always tell me, Rupal, vipassana kiya hai, shant ho jao. I mean, that's amazing. That level of, it's like really father figure kind of, and that's why all students, they love you, because you are so empathetic, sir. Really, you have that beautiful quality of empathy, that you can read other person's mind. You can go into their in their psychic, and you can understand what's going on, and you at the same time you challenge us, which is amazing. So the potential, but that's another art of challenging people, and kind of bring out the best potential of that person. That's amazing. Another thing I really love about you is a sense of humor. You just have amazing sense of humor, and your one liner is just kind of amazing. And your presence of mind, I think that's because you're taking cod liver oil. I know that your presence of mind just come up immediately with one liner. It's just you're very resourceful, sir. Every time I needed something, you immediately called somebody and got that thing done, which is really nice. Very approachable. Any of us can come to your office anytime and talk to you, and you're always so welcome to all of us. Regarding those books that NC sir has asked to write, I think I would recommend few subjects. One is book on one-liner. Really how to come up with this one-liner. Book on being human, which obviously, everybody has said that, you are being human. advocacy and networking. I think that's really important in our work, and public speaking. You're just outstanding in public speaking. So these are all that we don't learn so much, when we are studying, even in medicine. So I think it would be very helpful for all the students. But thank you once again, sir, for being there.
Thank you, ma'am. Amit sir, you may please take the mic.
Vijay, I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Vijay, Digvijay, for bringing all of us here today. So I'll just narrate how when I first met Professor Agnihotri. I think that was long. I joined in 2013, and I heard that there is a senior IAS officer who comes to Sitara as adjunct faculty, and I think for a couple of years I never even saw him. And that was, I think, end of 2015 or maybe early 2016. I think when he joined as a full-time faculty here in computer science building, then I think I met him. And as Bakul said, Professor Agnihotri actually came down to my office first time to break the ice so that his breaking session started. So we discussed a lot of things during that time. So that was the starting point with him. So I think the most amazing thing, what I like about Professor Agnihotri is, of course, people have spoken, very nice words, and their realizations are, really very, very amazing. But what I have learned and what I have seen is Professor Agnihotri always, he is very humble, and also he has taught us by example. It's not just theory. So call it preaching, but if you practice before preaching, that has much more impact. And that I have seen, and I'm also learning that. And he has given us opportunity in learning many things. What stands out is he has very strong relationship with everybody. That is, I think that's a very rare quality. They have a very strong relationship with faculty, students, outside academia people. And as Rupal said that, he is playing as a role of mentor, and that's true for me as well. And he is a person whom I can blame that he brought me in nutrition group. And now we are working together in this space. And I'm sure I'll learn a lot from him in this space. Another thing which I really like, I can talk with him about any subject. Doesn't matter whether it's, subject matter of our discipline, but whether it's economics, scripture, science, technology, any other subject, he is always willing to listen and share his views. So I'm grateful that we have got opportunity to interact with him with such a close. Thank you.
Thank you, Amit sir. अच्छा, so one clarification. यहाँ पर मैं सिर्फ एक coordination के लिए बैठा हूँ. ये मेरा कुछ I am not the whole doer of this whole thing. Ayushi, Arka, Apurva, Suvina, Nilesh, so many people have done so many different things. And just to coordinate the things, I am here in front of you all. So Priya ma'am has raised her hand. Priya ma'am, please, you can take mic.
Sure, thanks. Congratulations, Professor Agnihotri. And a lot of people had said many things, and all well deserved. I just want to say that I find how you give feedback to people really nice. You have a way of giving positive feedback and encouraging people into doing the right things, and I really appreciate that. That's something I need to learn from you. That's it. Thanks, Digvijay.
Okay, so I'm seeing all the raised hands have been given opportunity. Are there any other professors who have not yet raised hands but would like to add? I would like to open mic for them, please. Yes, Pankaj sir, you may go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I actually don't have much to say because I'm kind of the newest in faculty in Sitara, and I think all the others have also said a lot. So in some senses, my experience also suggests all that. I just want to say one thing. In the beginning, Professor Date said, he actually said, thanks to Professor Agnihotri for having joined Sitara. And I would like to, from the other end, also thank certainly the Institute and Sitara, but also Professor Agnihotri as head for having given me the opportunity of joining Sitara and IIT. And for me, it's I thought it was very generous on part of the Institute of Sitara and the faculty team at Sitara to give me the opportunity. So in that sense, and he being head at that point of time, it's very special for me. So thanks to that. And there's just a kind of reflection is, all of us are, and this is a larger question which I have been also trying to deal with in academics, all of us referring to him as Professor Agnihotri. And I did my PhD very recently, just 5-6 years ago. I finished from a Dutch university where I was on a first person terms with my supervisor. So I think it's a very cultural thing, but it's kind of very difficult when we are in two different cultures to kind of match that. And I'm hoping, I think with him personally, it is possible to do that. But in the culture that we are, we end up talking, we keep serving everybody. And it is, I think, useful and valuable, but I think there is also a lot of value if we are able to kind of bring it at a more equal level. So I'm trying with everybody I'm working with, and this is like a open question to all students at the junior, senior and faculty level. Is it possible for us to equalize this? Because I think it will bring a huge amount of a different kind of energy. And I'm saying this particularly because maybe Professor Agnihotri, or Satish, if I may call him so, is probably in the best position to make that happen, considering his capacities and his seniority also. And in addition to, of course, what the others have said, I think that would be a very interesting effort to make. But I'll just leave it at that. Thank you so much. And it's really great to hear about him and hear what the others have to say. So thanks so much.
Thank you, Pankaj sir. I see Wagle sir has raised hand.
Yeah,
Wagle sir, you may take
we cannot end this without mentioning two things. One, he brought Murphy's Law to Sitara. That's one. Everybody knows that. And I remember him, at least 2 times after a day's work when we are outside IIT. After a day's work, he wears his kurta and then swiftly brings out his basuri and plays those very melodious old Hindi songs. So, we must mention that. Without that, this cannot end. So, thank you.
Thank you, Wagle sir. So, talking about Murphy, we all were hoping कि आज तो Murphy हमें छोड़ दे. But we are just parallelly trying to deal one more challenge. Our meeting capacity is 100 and we have reached that. There are so many people who are not able to join in. My mistake. We had to work on it. So I think Rao sir, should we go ahead to the next step, next phase, or if you want to ask some other professor or
yes, yes, because as per the schedule, if you want to stick to that, definitely.
Yes. So thank you. So it was so wonderful to hear from all the professors, and your relationship between each other are also sort of inspiring for all of us students. How do you learn from each other? How do you talk about each other? Thank you all professors for opening your heart and talking so nicely about sir. So I now request Surina, who is there, who sort of has a short video about compiled from small clips of all the students of sir, to please share her screen and start the video. Also, I would request, since we are little over time, if we can only stick to the main part of the video or whatever she can best manage. Yes, Surina, over to you.
बच्चू, जिस पाठशाला में तुम पढ़ते हो उसका हेडमास्टर भी मेरे से ट्यूशन लेने आता है।
Secondary to hard work and making continuous efforts, however slow it may be.
All of us are so lucky to have a professor like you. I think one of the most admirable things about you is your energy and enthusiasm to do new things, and which is so fascinating, and it's at a level so high that even we at our age can't reach.
Hello sir, congratulations on completion of your first innings with great scores. Hope to see you accomplish more in the second part of the innings. All the best sir.
अगर आपको याद हो, हमारा पहला इंटरेक्शन इससे हुआ था कि आपने मेरी चीटिंग पकड़ी हुई थी एक असाइनमेंट में।
Satyush and I actually copied an assignment. It was
Hi sir, hi everyone. Hope everyone is healthy and safe back home. I'll keep this short. 3 quick things. First is congratulations sir on successfully completing your second innings of professional life. Then second thing I'd like to say is thank you on behalf of the student community first, because I strongly believe that you have inspired a generation of Sitara students, and then thank you on a personal level for supporting me throughout my journey. Then final thing I would like to say is best of luck on your further innings.
Congratulations for your remarkable journey, and I am very thankful that I got to learn under your guidance, and it is because of you that I am a comparatively more smart and a more hardworking individual. And I'm really sorry for all of those troubles I gave you and all of those times you had to defend me or stand proxy to my attendance and several other things. I'm really sorry for that.
अग्निहोत्री सर, आपको जब भी याद करेंगे तो शायद वो टल्ली के पीछे जाता हुआ लड़का कभी भूल नहीं पाएंगे। आपके द्वारा बताई गई बहुत सारी कहानियाँ हैं, विक्रम बेताल की हों या चाहे आपके द्वारा लिखी गई किताब हो मिट्टी के रास्तों का देश, या फिर लेक्चर्स हैं, उसके द्वारा बहुत कुछ जाने अनजाने में सीखने मिला है। हम आशा करते हैं आप रिटायरमेंट के बाद अपने स्वास्थ्य का भरपूर ख्याल रखेंगे, क्योंकि हम जैसे लोग जो अभी अभी कुएं से बाहर निकले हैं उनको आपके मार्गदर्शन छत्र छाया की हमेशा आवश्यकता पड़ेगी।
I would never have thought of kind of learning all those things in such a crucial period. दूसरा एक चीज़ क्या वो चीज़ मिस करूँगा जो आपके साथ में डिस्कशन करते हैं, फिर आपके घर में रहना, स्वीट्स खाना, तो आई डोंट नो कितना होपफुली आप कैंपस के पास रहेंगे तो हमारी जो विजिट है वो फ्रिक्वेंट रहेगी।
Congratulations on completing your first innings of the work life, sir.
It has really been an incredible journey with you, sir, and I hope even after my UNICEF fellowship ends, I can still stay in touch with you and continue to learn from you all my life. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for everything, and I really hope you have a beautiful retirement and an even incredible tenure as Professor Emeritus in IIT Bombay.
I think retirement is not a word that is really applicable to you, and you've always empowered people who have worked with you. You've built up their confidence, and we as students find our own happy space in that. So thank you so much for being with all of us. Thank you.
Sir, congratulations for the amazing tenure. ये 4 साल कैसे गुजर गए पता ही नहीं चला, कहते हैं कि काम अगर इंटरेस्टिंग हो और फन हो तो बहुत जल्दी गुजर जाता है। तो डेफिनेटली आपके साथ 4 साल बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग था सबके लिए, डिपार्टमेंट के लिए बहुत ही फन था, बहुत जल्दी गुजर गया ये।
I was thinking about you obviously, और तभी मेरे को दिमाग में आई लिटिल प्रिंस, जो कि आपने ही मुझे पढ़ाई थी। तो इसमें एक लाइन है जो कि मैं पढ़ना चाहूँगी। It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. Honestly, I never wanted this book to understand this because 2 साल आपके पास रहने के बाद में आपकी हर छोटी डांट, हर बड़ा वाला टॉन्ट और बहुत सारी मिठाइयाँ और डार्क चॉकलेट्स में आपने मुझे बहुत कुछ सिखाया, और उस सब बहुत कुछ के लिए आपको बहुत 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 सारा थैंक यू। I love you.
I think in your case, I really hate to call this retirement. I think this is more of a re-retirement because you will just keep taking new roles and the work will keep going on. The work will never stop.
Thank you for making me part of Nutrition Group. The discussions and the meetings are so intense and so insightful that it inspires me to work more and more.
I'm your lifetime disciple. I will keep on learning you by poking you frequently, and I hope you keep on doing great work.
So it always seems like you move around with a larger purpose in mind, and which makes our own troubles and confusions feel like a speck. And that little appreciation that comes from you, sir, it does miracles. A perfect synergy of everything, an epitome of success, yet so easily approachable. I just want to say that we are just a blessed bunch of lot to have known you, sir. And if there's one question I would like to ask you, and it's, what is the secret of that energy you'll never run out of? And at the last, thank you, sir. Thank you very much with a huge amount of gratitude in my heart.
Just calm down.
Happy retirement day to you. Wishing you a healthy, wealthy and a superb life ahead. पर picture तो अभी बाकी है मेरे sir.
Extremely sorry for whatever trouble you faced because of me. चाहे वो कल्चरल हो या फिर मेरा MTP चेंज करवाना हो. All the best for your new journey, sir.
Thank you, sir, for being a wonderful mentor, for believing in me, for making me a better version of myself, and also for all the love and dark chocolates. It was really hard to walk during the MTP without your dark chocolates. So I'm already missing those. Hope to meet you soon, sir.
सितारा के जितने भी बच्चे होंगे, जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स होंगे, सबको ये पता है कि जब भी आप आते हैं या जब भी कोई प्रॉब्लम होती है किसको अप्रोच करना चाहिए. So yes, thanks a lot for being a wonderful guide and teacher and professor and HOD for Sitara.
Hello, sir. Knowing you from last 5 years, I'm certain about one thing, that retirement is just not your cup of tea, and it is very far away in your life dictionary. And I wish and I pray that you keep up at it. So treat this as one of those days we don't want to miss, to let you know that how thankful and grateful we are, and the difference that you make in our lives.
I don't think I don't really think that you want to retire.
Sir, thank you so much for being our mentor and guide throughout our 2 years of MTech. We'll forever be grateful to you and wish you a happy and healthy life ahead.
I think for your next tenure, next innings, God is eagerly waiting for you with another set of pending work with him, which definitely you will give a new shape to it.
Congrats for a wonderful term and welcome back again. Hope you best wishes for future.
I just want to thank you for being a wonderful professor, and you are like one friend, philosopher and guide for all of us, and all the Agni ke bacche respects you for that. Congratulations on becoming emeritus professor. Sir, अभी 3 साल में PhD खत्म करवा देना, ओके?
फिर दूसरे इंटरेक्शन में आपने मुझे डांट लगाई थी.
Thank you very much for carving out dietary diversity out of Sakshi, and I am very glad that you did.
जितना मैं आपको जानता हूँ,
I'm very new to this Sitara family, very new.
but I never felt that I'm so new to you all, because the kind of warmth, acceptability I received, that's really heart touching, and the entire credit goes to the head of the family, that's you, sir. I mean, I remember the first interaction with you. You just made me feel so special and so welcoming. That actually won my heart.
Hello, sir. I'm really sad that you're retiring. I would like to take this opportunity. Thank you for all the opportunities you've given me these past 2 years that I've been with Sitara. I've learned a lot thanks to the opportunities you've given me, and grown a lot as a professional as well. At this point, all I would like to convey is my best wishes and regards to you. Thank you and take care.
वेलकम यू टू द थर्ड इनिंग सर, जहाँ पे आप एज एमिटस प्रोफेसर अपनी पारी खेलेंगे सर, और मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ सर कि आप इस बार भी शतक ही लगाएंगे। धन्यवाद सर, मैं आपके आगे की फ्यूचर के लिए शुभकामनाएं करता हूँ।
You are the best mentor I have ever seen in my life. I got a lot of support from you. So thanks for all that you have done for me, and thanks for rejoining again and giving us the opportunity to share a very happy, comfortable and a productive space with you.
Best wishes for new chapters in your life. Thanks and regards, Surya.
Have a happy retired life and all the best and congratulations for the new beginning.
फिर से दोबारा डांट भी पड़ी थी सेकंड मौके में प्रेजेंटेशन ना दे पाने के लिए।
One thing I always like about your teaching that I never fear to present in front of you, because if it is good you will appreciate it, and if it is bad you will tell us how to improve it. So thankful for that.
S stands for sincerity towards his student, A for action oriented, T for teamwork, I for inspiring figure, S for simplicity in his dealings, and H for his humility. Thank you very much, sir, for setting such a nice example. Thank you very much.
I would like to recall one incident. I remember telling Satya once that here I have realized that मेरी खुशी और मेरा mood depends a lot on how Moti sir is feeling about me. So if he is happy, I am happy. If he is not, I'll be sulking.
Giving a farewell on the occasion of retirement to someone like Satish, for whom work is the chief form of relaxation, seems to me like a contradiction in principle. With this extended lockdown, I marvel seeing him at work. Early morning when I open my eyes, I see him at work. Late in the evening, after midnight also, when it's time for me to retire, he's still working. But it is not that he only works. He listens to music, he plays the flute, he reads books, he's guiding students on phone, he's picking up details of rural technology from the field, he's talking to civil service societies. So everything is work for him. I'm sure this is a way of celebrating his work that his dear students are trying to do, and I wish them all the best. They're young, so they can still emulate his example. I've given up.
सीरियसली मर्फी से लेकर कलर कोडिंग तक।
Congratulations, last innings में सुपरमैन बनने के लिए।
I really wish that you would. So please sir, ऐसे आप इतना चाहते रहिए सर, और हम आपका आशीर्वाद हमको बनाएं।
It's heartbreaking to know that you're retiring.
Please be with us. Thank you so much, sir.
I know I really don't call or text, but I really miss you.
Thank you, sir, for being such an inspiration and a source of guidance, and all the best for your second innings.
So yes, this is Nilesh from MTT2. Actually, last night I decided to make the video, and then I went on to collect footage and some other resources. So please pardon me for the poor quality of editing. Background music I have given is classic Marathi song, and its sole meaning is: if your mind is pure, if your intentions are pure, then you should not have fear for anything in the world. So here I go.
मन शुद्ध तुझ गोष्ट हाय पृथ्वी मोलाची, हा पृथ्वी मोलाची, हाय पृथ्वी मोलाची. मन शुद्ध तुझ गोष्ट हाय पृथ्वी मोलाची. तू चाल पुढं तुला रगड्या भीती कशाची, परवा बी कुणाची, परवा बी कुणाची, परवा बी कुणाची.
झेंडा भल्या कामाचा जो घेऊन निघाला, हा झेंडा भल्या कामाचा जो घेऊन निघाला. अरे काट कुट वाट मंदी बोचती त्याला, रगत निघल तरी बी हसल शाबास त्याची, रगत निघल तरी बी हसल शाबास त्याची. तू चाल पुढं तुला रगड्या भीती कशाची, परवा बी कुणाची. मन शुद्ध तुझ गोष्ट हाय पृथ्वी मोलाची, पृथ्वी मोलाची, हा पृथ्वी मोलाची. मन शुद्ध तुझ गोष्ट हाय पृथ्वी मोलाची. तू चाल पुढं तुला रगड्या भीती कशाची, परवा बी कुणाची.
औक्ष म्हणजे मोठी लढाई, मोठी लढाई. अन हत्याराचं फुलावाने घाव बिघाई, घाव बिघाई.
ओळखी तसे औक्ष म्हणजे मोठी लढाई, अन हत्याराचं फुलावाने घाव बिघाई. गळ्यामध्ये पडल त्याच्या माळी जयाची, गळ्यामध्ये पडल त्याच्या माळी जयाची. तू चाल पुढं, तू चाल पुढं, तू चाल पुढं तुला रगड्या भीती कशाची, परवा बी कुणाची. मन सुद्धा तुझा गोष्ट हाय पृथ्वी मोलाची, हा पृथ्वी मोलाची. मन सुद्धा तुझा गोष्ट हाय पृथ्वी मोलाची. तू चाल पुढं तुला रगड्या भीती कशाची, परवा बी कुणाची.
So we are entering the last part of today's wonderful event. So before I tell Agnihotri sir to take the mic, I request Anita ma'am if you have to add something, or would you like to share your experiences so far with IIT, with Sitara, with the students, because most of the students know you. Always students are there at your home. So if you'd like to share something, ma'am.
Thank you, Digvijay, and all the students, as well as Professor Anand Rao and all your colleagues. I'm very lucky that I'm here today to listen to what is being spoken about Satish, things which I essentially know, but it is good to listen to them once again. I know that Satish shares a very special bond with his alma mater, as he called it, Amma Mater, IIT Bombay, and he was very happy when he could associate with IIT as an adjunct professor. We were both posted in Bombay at that time, and gradually after his retirement he joined as a full-time faculty, and I can tell you he was extremely happy. I think he always had this that element of being a born teacher in him, and that basically got sustained and nurtured in IIT. Well, I was mentioning elsewhere that because of the lockdown, seeing him at work is really wonderful. He always has been working in office, and we have been in different offices. That is a different thing altogether. But being at home and seeing him work from morning to late in the evening is something very rewarding. And it is not only work, it is meetings over the internet, talking on phone, sometimes playing the flute, sometimes reading book. And as I jokingly tell, that he is probably the only man I know for whom work is relaxation. So I am very happy that he will be continuing in a different avatar, and I'm happy to be along with him. And this campus is one place I like, and Sitara is an institution with whom my association, my emotional association has been for very long. And as it has so happened that in life's journey started with me after he left IIT and went to Mussoorie Academy. And from Mussoorie Academy, he came to work with the government in Odisha and government of India. After retirement, after a very brief gap, he again came back to IIT. So it is completion of a full circle. And as I would like to tell the students, that you are young, so you can emulate his example. I can only admire, but can't follow this anymore. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir, please.
Okay. First is thank you for saying welcome back. Let me get a few notions clear. When I left for Mussoorie, I mean, that is where you saw that in the video. I just finished my master's dissertation, and then there was a corner where there was a suitcase and a hold all kept. And while the external examiner was asking questions very enthusiastically about my project, Professor Indira Mahadevan, she looked at the watch and said, "Shall we conclude?" So he asked her, "Are you in a hurry?" Because external examiner would like to get interrupted. She said, no, not me. He is in a hurry. That suitcase and the hold all that you see, it is his, and he is going to catch a train. So he said, "Oh, so you got a job?" I said, "Yes, I did. He said, "Which is the company?" So I said, "It's Government of India." So then Professor Mahadevan told him he is joining the IS. When I came back, in the Board of Governors meeting, Dinar Bhatkar told others, he said, "वो hold all तो नहीं है, लेकिन ये वही suitcase लेके वापस आ गया है." I think partly he was wrong. It was not exactly that suitcase, but it was almost as if things hadn't changed, and I just seamlessly walked in. But part of the story which Professor Date hasn't told, and I'm very happy that Professor Uday Gayatonde is also here, and also thanks to Partha. After that seminar that Professor Date alluded to, one day Uday Gayatonde calls up and says, "Are tula Date sir shodat hote." So I said, "Shodat hote, what was the matter?" So I unsuspectingly went to Professor Date's chamber, and he asked me a straight question. He said, "काय करता आया था bureaucracy मध्ये? Means क्या कर रहे हो bureaucracy में?" ऐसे है, job कर रहा हूँ. And he said, "Why don't you resign and join?" And I was in a bit of a shock. But in bureaucracy, you are used to facing such situations. So I remember I had told him that time, कि सर अभी 46 over हो गए, 4 over बचे, वो खेल के आता हूँ. I didn't realize that some good souls will be keeping track of those 4 overs of mine. And I still remember when I got this offer from IIT. After that, I, Anita, and we were in Notre Dame together with our children. And I mentioned this. And there was a unanimity. In fact, my son said, at this stage of career and life, if alma mater calls you back, फिर इंसान को जिंदगी में क्या चाहिए? I think that in a sense some setup. So for me, coming back was no issue. If there was any residual doubt, that got sorted out after that. Coming to this issue of name, I mean, Pennan calls me Professor Agni, that's good. But let me share that initially H9, where I had joined, this Agnihotri was considered to be a tongue twister. So for some time, my name was AgNO3. All of you would know. So in fact, some people do remember that silver nitrate, but even that was little too long. So therefore it got shortened to Agni. My professors, I mean, just few days back, I talked to Professor G.K. Sharma of Mechanical, and he told me, he said, एक ही चीज मेरे को याद है तुम्हारे बारे में कि तुमने बहुत तंग किया था जाते समय. And let me just give a very short glimpse about it. That there was a gherav of director's office. And among the leading figures, yours truly happened to be one. There was even a contemplation कि दो लोगों को अभी इंस्टीट्यूट के बाहर भेज देना चाहिए. One was me, but then this proposal got shot down in Senate very strongly. And one of my professors said, "Arey, I didn't know faculty likes you so much." So this love and affection which I have got from the campus and the faculty dates back to that. So where does my poise, where does my energy, etc. come from? I said I give credit to it to my formative years in IIT, and it's no exaggeration. It's not a formality. When I noticed today that some of my colleagues and friends have got even with me, they would have thought कि ये सबको assignment देता रहता है. So अभी आज time है इसको assignment देते हैं. So whether it was Milind, whether it was Subodh, various people, Professor Date, starting with him, have given this assignment of a book. Let me see what I'm able to do with it. And what kind of justice I can do. I remember what Bakul referred to about the ship being hijacked. In fact, some of you might be remembering, those who were there at that time. During my tenure as DG Shipping, there was a lot of problem related to ship hijack by the Somalian pirates, etc. But in one case, when there was a ship which had beached, Pakistani ship which had beached at Juhu, I remember Professor Shah calling me up and asking कि आप उसको rescue कर रहे हो क्या? So I said, yes, we will be rescuing it. He said, कभी? So I said, maybe it might take time because these things are not decided in advance. So he says, okay, but will it be there till about Monday? So I said, yeah, probably we will try to take this ship out back in the water on Sunday. But as luck would have it, the tide was in our favor, the circumstances were in our favor, and Friday we managed to take that ship back into the sea. And Professor Shah called me and says, "Arey, ye Friday ko kyun nikal diya?" I said, "Ship rescue hua. Aap khush nahi hai, aap ye kyun pooch rahe hain?" He said, "Arey, Saturday I was actually planning to go take my children, and it was more like a outing or a picnic." So I hope Professor Shah still remembers it. That stint also taught me a lot of poise, and of course, subsequently, when before that, when I was in Cabinet Secretariat looking after security-related affairs, I remember that one particular year which was fairly problematic. I think we handled about 11 bomb blasts, Kosi flood, Gujar agitation, you name the kind of chakkar, and we had it. So probably sometimes it so happens that, you get used to handling crises. So that might be one of the reasons. As regards stint here, I got hell of a lot of cooperation, some amount of exasperation also, because Bakul one day on the airport actually asked me this. She says, do you feel we can't keep pace with you both in physical terms and even in terms of energy? So I really seriously thought of it, and I said, Bakul, chalo, what you are saying may be a charge, which, and I do plead guilty, because I thought we needed to move pretty fast. And there I got everybody's cooperation. So kids who come to Sitara now, who had seen earlier where we were in the electrical engineering department, they see the change. But I think this is something which is required to be sustained, and I'm extremely sure that Professor Anand Rao will definitely sustain it. As regards NC's observation about my not getting space to read, reflect, yes, that is correct, because the headship of both Center for Policy Studies and Sitara, I think it again brought admin on my head, which I thought I had left. So one of my colleagues, not in Sitara or CPS, so who knew me from hostel times, he said, यार तूने administration छोड़ दिया ना, administration नहीं तेरे को छोड़ रहा है. So, but then now I am happy. Sitara's steering is in safe hands, so I can now probably get to do some reading and writing, because I felt that I had become a bit illiterate in last 2-3 years, and I had jokingly told main building, I said, handling CPS and Sitara together was like bringing up a toddler and a teenager together. So now I'm quite happy there are others who will do this. As far as students are concerned, the love and affection I got from them is something which is really overwhelming. I think today this organizing this event, and I came to know of it only yesterday itself, is one more proof. But I must tell you one incident of the kind of confidence they feel with me. And I won't name the student concerned, but she came to our house. And Anita, in good faith, gave her that particular mithai. So it was a cookie or Mysore pak, I just don't remember. So she took one bite and said, ma'am, इसको माइक्रोवेव नहीं किया. So Anita got very cheesed off. She said, नहीं क्यों? नहीं सर तो माइक्रोवेव करके देते हैं. So Anita's reaction that day was कि मन हुआ उसकी जम के पिटाई करें. But then she knew the kind of bondage which students have with me, and she loves it. Of course, today she told me that there are lots of qualities about you about which I didn't really know. So it was good to figure out that you have all these qualities. I think over the years we had forgotten some of it. Subodh, thank you particularly for pointing that out about my not behaving like an IAS officer. It's a comment which I have heard a number of times. But I think that's what we were supposed to be. We were supposed to not be the lord and master of people. We are supposed to serve. And if someone else doesn't do it, then I think it is that person's problem. But I must say that my thesis supervisor in UK, he had a role in this, because he once told me that I have encountered bureaucrats in Pakistan, Bangladesh, and India. And he said, a lot of this arrogance which is displayed comes from an inner insecurity. So if you are insecure within, you probably try to cover it up by showing that aggressiveness and arrogance. And I took that point fairly seriously. And so that was one thing which stayed with me. And yes, Murphy's Law, for a simple reason that when I first read Murphy's Law, I was in UK then. It's it's a single volume of Penguin. And I realized that if you actually put it in practice, then it helps you stay calm and cool. So I thought Murphy's Law was an important ingredient of TD 792. last point relates to what Pankaj said. I have faced this kind of clash of culture myself, because for me to move from Professor Belshaw to Derek, it took almost 2 years in UK. But I will be quite happy if come tomorrow morning, when I'm incidentally coming to give my joining report to Professor Anand Rao, if people switch over to Satish or Agni, that choice is theirs, I'll be very happy indeed. And I think on that note, let me close by saying Professor Date here about a couplet. I'll give two and contrast the two and indicate which one I chose. The one which you would have normally heard is about raising yourself to a great height, which says, खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है. That means even the God will ask, okay, what destiny shall I write for you? You should make yourself so strong. That's okay for some people on some occasion. But there's another share which I like far more, and that represents the team spirit in which I think Sitara should work. And it says, मिटा दे अपनी हस्ती को अगर कोई मर्तबा चाहे कि दाना, and this is the line very important, दाना, that's the seed, कि दाना खाक में मिलकर गुलो गुलजार होता है. It is only when that the seed extinguishes its existence that it blossoms into a tree. So I think when we are working for Sitara, is the second couplet which I go by. And thank you very much. And I tell everyone that Alma Mater being Alma Mater, I got this opportunity to be here for 3 more years. My last observation is related to what one of our friends, Vijay Kulkarni, used to say. And in that same seminar of Sitara's 25 years, someone had asked Vijay कि तू जा रहा है क्या सेमिनार के लिए? इससे अच्छा सेमिनार है. So next day I find him in the seminar. So I asked him, I said, अरे तुला invitation मिळालं का? Did you get the invitation? And he said something extremely remarkable. He said in Marathi कि माहेरी यायला बोलावणं लागत नाही. Roughly in Hindi it will translate to कि मैके आने के लिए बुलावे की जरूरत नहीं है. So I think that's the note on which I'd like to end. That as far as Sitara is concerned, or as far as IIT Bombay is concerned, ये मैका है, मेरे को बुलावे की जरूरत नहीं है. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, sir. So we are here at the end of the today's event. I would like to express gratitude to all the participants, all the professors. Special mention to Ayushi, Arka, Suvina, Nilesh, and all other people who made this happen. Special thanks to Agnihotri sir for being such an example to all of us. And yes, we are here to trouble you for 3 more years. Thank you, sir. So I would like to conclude today's event. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you, Digvijay. Big thank you.
We can have a virtual clap, I suppose.
Yes, we'll have a virtual clap for sir.
No. Everyone can unmute and do a clap.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Digvijay and the team, for coordinating this. And I'm actually really sorry. In the beginning, I had not put on the camera and I was not looking at it. I was very nervous and I completely missed out on Anita ji. So she has been always the person behind this thing like that. But I'm really thankful to you for sparing Professor Agnihotri to Sitara for all these years and allowing to continue to do the same thing for next few years. So thank you so much for gracing the occasion, and we'll have the samosas and vadas whenever the time permits, whenever the opportunity comes to meet face to face. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So,
Thank you.
Rao sir, we'll conclude now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you all for joining.
So Digvijay, is a virtual photograph possible?
Virtual photograph.
Yes. So I'll have the privilege to meet Professor Agnihotri in person tomorrow morning.
I look forward to it. And thank you very much once again, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Seems nobody wants to leave. I mean, they're saying thank you, but so the host has to close the meeting.
Okay. Okay, I'm closing.